course. I'm Joshua Johnson. I'm the host of 1A. And on behalf
Everything you should hear and see on Houston Public Media programming should reflect who's living in the community.
Houston is not a cookie cutter. Houston is made up of everybody, all sorts of different types of communities and backgrounds.
If Houston Public Media does not bring those stories, those diverse stories, who is going to bring them? My name is Jeronimo Cortina. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Political Science and the associate director for the Center of Mexican American Studies. And I was a panelist at the 1A Community Forum.
I'm Elizabeth Troval, and I'm an immigration reporter at Houston Public Media.
My name is Benjamin Hernandez. I'm the founder and CEO of Human Age Digital, and I was a participant at the 1A Community Forum. I listen to 1A all the time, and I was really excited to hear that 1A was coming to Houston and doing a forum specifically on issues that are important to Latinos in the 2020 election.
For me, it was throwing my head in the ring and running for office. For other people, it was volunteering for the first time.
The goal of the forum was to get people talking about more than politics, talking about civic engagement.
We discuss issues about, for example, immigration. We discuss issues about mixed status families. And obviously, questions about what's going to happen, for example, in the 2020 census.
What can we do to train the next generation of leaders? And to be able to talk about that, not only with peers, but experts and also a national host, that was really important because we get an opportunity to say here, from our community to the country, this is what's important for Latinos in 2020.
And so to hear them basically on a national platform and represent Houston, it was so great because those are, I think, voices that we don't hear as often.
You can't talk about Latinos in a vacuum or from somewhere else. You have to come to the community and hear about the issues firsthand.
Houston is a city that there is not a lot of interaction between neighborhoods. And going from point A to point B, either you're gonna jump in your car and that's it. So that interaction that you may have in other cities through walking or through public transportation, you don't have it. So you have to fill that gap, and that gap can be filled by these type of stories.
And I think one of the things that Houston Public Media does through all of its work is get out there into the different pockets and as a whole, give you a better perspective of what's happening in Houston.
Every day I'm really thinking critically about the story I'm going to tell, how I'm going to tell it, who I'm going to talk to, what sources I'm going to rely on, so I can get a nuanced understanding of what's going on, not just one perspective.
People like me, immigrants, do care about their neighborhoods, do care about the country they live in.
It's important to give them a voice because that allows people, especially in other parts of the country, to understand what's going on in a city in which such diversity is important.
The dream is to be able to turn the mic over to other people and have them tell their stories and for those voices to be amplified.
When you give a small amount to Houston Public Media each month, you make a really big impact. Become a sustainer at $10, $20, or $30 a month. Just set it up once and you're done. You'll know every month that you're supporting the arts, quality journalism, science, and education with your sustaining membership. Call 800-364-8300 or give online at houstonpublicmedia.org.
When I talk to immigrants and they talk about their initial civics lesson or their initial English lesson when they come to this country is through Houston Public Media, and they might not be supporters when they first arrive, but it's those other people in the community who are stepping up and donating that allow that service to be available for people who really need it.
Anyone who wishes to listen or to watch or to participate can do so. They only need a TV or a radio or even a phone, and that's it. So that allows and equalizes, right, the level of information that people may or may not be receiving.
In the moments and in the times we are living in now, where fact is challenged, right, where an opinion is treated as a fact, we need Houston Public Media, we need public broadcasting channels out there with an unbiased perspective, giving people the information they need to make decisions.
If we haven't had this service from Houston Public Media, I think society would lose a very important voice in trying to make or to discern what's valuable and what's simply noise.
You wouldn't hear NPR or Morning Edition every morning, or All Things Considered in the afternoon, or Houston Matters. You wouldn't hear those in-depth conversations about the issues that are happening.
That comes with a cost, and I think that's where, as a community, we value Houston Public Media when we support it, not only by listening, but also with our dollars too.